Did you hear about the pastor from Houston who was a guest speaker at a church revival? But after the church collected $8,000 for his love offering, he says they kept it all for themselves. Broderick James, the pastor at the Transparent Church in Houston, Texas, says he now requires a contract before he agrees to speak at any church. He says he still uses his gift for the love of God, but he's tired of shady pastors who use his gift to squeeze money out of their congregation and then keep the money for themselves. He shared that he recently participated in a 3-night church revival. He said souls were saved, people were delivered and healed. They had a good time. He said he did his job as a vessel of God, and the church pastor there thanked him and then asked the congregation to sow a seed into his life. The collection plate went around and the congregation eagerly gave their donations, and the pastor announced that they had raised $8,000 for the visiting pastor. As he and his wife left that church that evening, the church pastor came up to him and handed him an envelope thick with money. He thanked the pastor, put the envelope into his pocket, and they both left to go home for the evening. On the way home, he and his wife were driving and then their car broke down. But Broderick wasn't worried. He called the tow truck company and waited. And when they got there, they gave him a price for towing the truck. Well, he reached into his pocket to find the envelope that the church pastor had given him. When he opened the envelope, he was horrified. Inside, he found 25 crisp $1 bills. The church congregation raised $8,000 for the good pastor, but the church leaders only gave him $25? What a scam. Later that night, Pastor Broderick said he cried until he couldn't breathe. Not because of the money, but because them church people stood in the pulpit and lied to everybody, and they used him to do it. What do you think of this story? Leave a comment to let me know. I'm Te-Erika with the T. Follow for more.